My name is Elena, and I'm an English teacher. I work at Northwood High, and I really love my job. The students are mostly great, curious, energetic, and a little bit goofy, which keeps things interesting. Last year, a new math teacher joined the faculty. His name was John. He was always smiling, and he had a really quick wit. He was easy to talk to, and we'd often run into each other in the staff lounge and chat about everything from lesson plans to the latest superhero movie. I definitely enjoyed his company. We started grabbing coffee together before school or lunch in the cafeteria. I thought he might be interested in me. He was always making me laugh, and we seemed to click. Then, one afternoon, my phone rang. It was a woman's voice. "Hello, is this Elena?" she asked. "Yes, it is," I replied, a little nervous. I didn't recognize the number. "My name is Sarah," she said. "I'm John's wife. We've been married for 5 years." My heart dropped into my stomach. "I'm sorry, what?" "I saw you two together at the coffee shop yesterday," Sarah continued, her voice shaking a little. I wanted to reach out. John hasn't been himself lately. I just wanted to know what's going on. I was completely stunned. I had absolutely no idea John was married. He had never mentioned a wife, ever. "He never told me," I stammered. Sarah sighed. "I thought so. He's been distant. I love him so much, and I don't want to lose him." I didn't know what to say. I felt terrible. "I understand," I managed. "I'm really sorry." Sarah said, "Would you be willing to talk to him? Maybe encourage him to be honest with me." "Oh, friends." The weight of her words hit me. "Of course," I replied. I wanted to help her. I hadn't intentionally done anything wrong, but I didn't want to be the cause of someone else's pain. I knew that I needed to end anything that was even close to a relationship with him. The next day at school, John saw me in the hallway and gave me a big smile. "Hey, Elena." My stomach churned. "John, can we talk for a minute?" I asked, trying to keep my voice even. He looked a little surprised. "Sure, what's up?" We went to an empty classroom. "Sarah called me," I said, getting straight to the point. His face went pale. "Oh no," he whispered. "She told me you're married," I continued. "Why didn't you tell me?" "Oh, atesels, waitish in." "Why didn't you tell me?" He looked down at the floor. "I don't know. I don't know. I didn't want to ruin things. I enjoy spending time with you." "How tone Ophia." I felt a mix of anger and disappointment. "But you are married, John. This isn't fair to Sarah, and it's not fair to me." I know, he said, running a hand through his hair. "I messed up. I messed up." "You did," I agreed. "And I can't be involved in this." "Please, Elena," he begged. "Don't do this. I really care about you." I felt a pang of sympathy. You need to figure out what you want, John, I said quietly. You can't have it both ways. I'm not going to be the other woman. I turned and walked out of the classroom, leaving him standing there. It was one of the hardest things I'd ever done. The next few days were rough. I tried to avoid John at school and focused on my students, grading papers, anything to keep my mind occupied. I felt sad and confused. I started volunteering at the local animal shelter. The fluffy kittens were a wonderful distraction. I talked to my best friend, Maya. She reminded me that I had acted in a way that aligned with my values, despite how hard it was. That at least was some comfort. A couple of weeks later, Sarah called me again. Her voice sounded lighter this time. I wanted to let you know that John and I have been talking, she said. It's not easy, but we're working on it. That's good to hear, Sarah, I replied sincerely. I appreciate you being honest and encouraging John to be honest with me, she added. I decided to keep things as simple as possible and simply replied, I'm glad you're working things out. It took a long time to process the feelings of the whole event, but I ultimately walked away with my values intact. It was a good reminder of the importance of knowing myself. I have since found a loving partner who values and respects our shared relationship.